Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man. They announced yesterday that Tim Bradley, or the other day, that Tim Bradley got into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Gervonta Davis took to Twitter to say, well, Tim Bradley was really ass. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the boxing. Subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop video. So, you know, at the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But, you know, when you're in the same profession and you 28 years old and you ain't did 25% of what Tim Bradley did in his career, I really don't think you should be qualified. Now, one thing about Tank Davis, you know, he seemed to be dick riding the other. Dick ride Canelo, dick ride Manny Pacquiao. You know, when it comes to guys like Terrence Crawford, Timothy Bradley, Devin Alexander, Shakur Stevenson, and etc., you know, he seemed to, like, always kind of got the Uncle Ruckus complex. And that's what I tell y'all about black people. You know, a lot of these niggas don't really, like, they want to act like they for black people, but they not with black people. You know, you see how this nigga always dick sucking Canelo and shit. Yeah, I'm talking real greasy this morning. I don't give a hell. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. And he was going at the Charlo twins over some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen a nigga beef with a Dominican or a Spanish motherfucker or you British dude. Never. Floyd, you know, tried to help this nigga out and he bit the hand that fed him. Let's call a spade once again. And once again, here he go attacking another black fighter and then deleting the tweet. Now, he explained in that interview he did with old boy that, you know, he said he'd leave it up if somebody said he gonna delete it, he'd delete it. I mean, he childish. Play little games. 28 years old, he's still playing little kissing games like he high five or some shit. On summer long, we've been together. All the head ass. You know, Tim Bradley, one of my favorite fighters, but you know what? I can be objective and be like, okay, cool. But not coming from him. Nate Campbell can say it, because Nate fought the man. And they fought to no contest, I believe it was, because of the headbutt. But somebody who ain't on track to do everything Tim Bradley did, you know what I'm saying, fighting for Reggie belts, evading every black fighter at every turn, you know what I'm saying, you know, come on. Don't forget he knocked your boy Lamont Peterson dick clean in the dirt. Let's not forget that. He the one that took Lamont Peterson boxing virginity. I watched that fight. It was on Showtime. And I love Lamont Peterson. That's not get it twisted. And Anthony Peterson. We just speaking, like he say, facts. That's all we speaking is facts. You know? And, you know, you gotta love Bradley's story. A dude that, just like a lot of these guys is around. One touted out the amateurs, got it out the mud, built himself up. Joel Diaz helped give him a professional style from an amateur style. He took off with it. You know, a lot of heart. He got in there with the Kendall Halts and Lamont Petersons. And Kendall Hart knocked him clean the fuck out. His leg was twitching. He still got up and came back, I think it was in Montreal, Canada, and beat Kendall Hart. Nigga, you wouldn't fight nobody like Kendall Hart, dude. I'm telling you, shit, you won't fight that man, ain't you? Kendall Hart had that one-hitter fucking quitter. Outboxed Marquez. And I remember that fight because I know somebody that went to that fight. So they was blacks and Mexicans was fighting in that hole. Because they was crying like because Marquez got robbed. Marquez always crying he got robbed versus Chris Johnson. That's one of my favorite Mexican fighters. But he always crying that shit. You got beat that night, player. You got beat. You know, so, you know, he did a lot. He took them how they came for the most part, you know. You know, people say, well, he didn't want to fight Errol Spence for the title eliminator and all that stuff. Man, PBC don't never fight. Anytime they make, you know, interpromotional content, title eliminators, them niggas don't never fight. So I ain't trying to hear that. He went on to fight Pacquiao. Did he fight him twice? Or 3 times or something like that? He fought twice. You know, first time, he won. It was, Pacquiao had everybody waiting in the back watching the Boston Celtics playoff game. And a lot of people didn't appreciate that. Take it for how you want. He's somebody else who always crying excuses throughout his whole career. Let's not forget that. Me show my thunder. It's always something. He's somebody that never, they talk about Deontay Wilder with his outlandish excuses, but Marquez and Manny Pacquiao always had motherfucking excuses. They never took accountability when they lost. Less that, even when them motherfuckers, some of them dudes got clean, knocked the fuck out, it was always some type of excuse. So I always appreciate the boxers who didn't have the big push behind them and who really got it out the mud. And Bradley was one of them dudes, and the amateurs. I remember Kareem Mayfield talking about, how he kind of went under, how Bradley how it was for Bradley and why he had went under the radar. He said that in the tournament, he had Gervonta Monterosian in the first round. He had lost, and Vontas Monterosian was the best boxer in the amateurs at the time. That's why he signed the top rank. That's why he got the fight in the Bronx at the Yankee Stadium versus, Mean Joe Green and shit like that. And Vontas really never, reached that potential that he had in the amateur. So don't mean because you're a great amateur fighter, you're going to be a great professional fighter. But having an accomplished amateur career and, if you get Olympic gold, it could be the difference between, having to scrap your way up and starting off with a good push and good matchmaking and a whole bunch of money behind you. But Gervonta Davis ain't people say, well, Tank, but man, Tim Bradley beat the dog fuck out of Tank Davis at 140. He will beat the dog walking shit out of Tank Davis at 140. Until proven otherwise. If that nigga had to fight Barrios like that, Tim Bradley would have beat the dog walking shit out of Tank Davis at 140. Until Tank Davis proved that he can beat these other guys and he continue his career, and it's a slippery slope because Tank's still on the rise. So his story's still being written. Bradley's story is done. But Bradley was like the welterweight, junior welterweight, Evander Holyfield. He would beat he beat the dog walking shit out of Gervonta Davis. You gotta remember, he was in the last great division, in my opinion, in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Peterson, Amir Khan, Juan Urango, Devin Alexander, Victor Ortiz. Who else was in that motherfucker? It was 15 deep, dude. Nate Campbell, Danny Garcia, Eric Morales, Lucas Matisse, Danny Garcia. I mean, it was 15 deep. Victor Postal, Andreas Kentelnik. It was a really great division. The whole, the top 15 fighters in that division, it was a really great division, bro. Danny Garcia had an opportunity to reign supreme over everybody and be undisputed in that division. And instead of committing to fight Matisse felt if he got a belt that he'd be knocked out the WC rankings that Danny wouldn't fight him. So he fought Lamont at the catchweight. He fought him at a catchweight. Therefore, they didn't fight for Lamont's IBF. And for the most part, all them guys pretty much fought each other. I don't know what happened to Andreas Kentelnik. He was another good fighter. Eastern European dude, real good technical fighter. And people who only know boxing history could really have these type of conversations and would know. Nobody following what he's saying, dude. Tank Davis talk all that shit, man. Timothy Bradley get in shape, beat the shit out of Tank Davis right now. These dudes can't really fight today, box today. Most of these dudes can fight. Everybody want to be boxers. There's so much lacking. That era, man, bro. In that division, Tank Davis will have multiple losses because he would have to fight one of them niggas. He would have to fight one of them. In that 140, he would have to fight one of them. Brandon Rios been and took his fucking lunch too, been and made that hoe quit. Cause he gonna have to kill Brandon Rios at 35 or 40. He gonna have to kill that nigga. They been the majors. Oh, don't forget about Marcos Madona's dad. Judah was in that 140-pound division too. Excuse me. Morales and Madonna, that was an instant classic that nobody talked about. They've been to put hands on Tank Davis' ass. You think these 140s that's here today, they don't compare to none of them niggas back in the 40. Back at 140 back then. Why you ain't gonna have a fucking belt today at 40? No doubt about it. Them niggas can box, they was rugged, they was tough. You know what I'm saying? Tim really was ass and shit. But you wouldn't fight the nigga, man. You won't even fight David fucking Haney, dude. You won't fight Shakira Stevenson. Nigga, you talking about pulling out fighting Ryan Garcia over VADA test. You big and bad. You want Floyd scary ass. We need VADA testing. We need VADA testing. Man, nigga, man, come on. Scary ass niggas. What Michael Irvin said about Floyd when he was running from Pacquiao, he making the brothers look bad. He was. Can't believe I made excuses for that dude. He ain't asked for testing for none of the other nigga he done fought. None of them. He didn't ask for testing. None of them. But for you to have an opinion about who asked and who all this dude, and you ain't done nothing but eat sprinkles off your damn cupcake. I mean, come on, you shouldn't be the one talking. Like Moni Love say, it's a shame, you know. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good313, Venmo, CJ Good313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.